It was a meeting night. I don't really feel like playing. So I was like, whatever. And I let it go. And I remember before I checked, I was like,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium.
I checked the next week, and I was about to play. I was like, yo,
tunnels
what the heck? So now I gotta go. I played the Bengals. I beat him.
As their Ravens will
so now I gotta
match
keep
up
going.
with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I got you.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Oh, for real?
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
I mean...
And they run with Harris off the option. And
okay.
they wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early third and 1. An option handoff given to Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, yeah. You get your rule. I mean, ain't nobody would know. Why would anybody know?
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins.
Ooh.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They go play action with Haskins.
What?
Incomplete. So Charles will reach the end of the long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, Brandon. Some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
I refuse to do that.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's swung out wide to Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
While I pick them on here? I took them on here because they have a because Lamar Jackson, I can run around and throw the ball. I'm tired of trying to build a quarterback. Every single year I pick a team that has to be built.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Because
Snap comes in one. Now Haskins.
Boom.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe away. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On his Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Bro, did you see that game? Oh my God.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
You talk to yourself.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
They should have.
I can certainly tell my age,
If that dummy didn't call
running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college. They went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? You're able to get him in the 2nd round.
You know what killed me? For all Washington fans tonight. Oh, we should have took care of that too. No one was talking about Tua. It was about Tua. It was all about Tua. Here's the thing.
When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other until late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
You only hate them because
off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson on the move to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Remember when they lost 27-0 and it was raining that day, pouring down raining?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I was at that game.
Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You know what? One of the guys,
job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
You are ignorant, bro.
They go play action with Jackson.
You are terrible.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh. Please stop. Stop.
7th play of the drive, 4th coming on 3rd and 8.
You're wrong.
Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
The only thing that could stop them,
his third touchdown now.
the only thing that can happen is maybe his brother did from a second breakthrough. That's about it.
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Yeah, I think that's somebody.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care. He looked, at first, I thought it was... No. My younger brother's dead, so...
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No. My brother was never like that. I would punch that guy straight through.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
I would throttle that kid so hard. And he would be popularly getting
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason.
I have no compassion.
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Stop it. Just stop.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I don't even know what I just picked. I really don't.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I was going to be dog in this game.
Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Oh, he bolts over it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10
at
the 47. Play action. Haskins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore will give them the season sweep. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, my God.
And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
I cannot get off my guy.
Deontay Johnson. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I think so.
This taken in at the goal line.
You are.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
I can't believe I beat the thing. Hell no. That dude, man.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start.
He runs like a lot of.
They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big play
He's not
there
that
on
good,
the catch and
but
run.
because of the
Fair to
mechanics
say
of
that
that,
when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Come on, man, breathing all hard.
Play action. Now Jackson.
I knew that was going to happen.
Looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
I knew that was going to happen.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Especially like in the PS4 league, I be playing people that be running all the time, and they get the pass, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I want. Please pass the ball, because I'm about to dominate every time.
They run with Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I don't like it.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. They go play action now. Haskins forced out to his left. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7.
That's what we're doing. I did.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
How you want?
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw.
What?
Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's
It's
complete.
wide open,
And
bro.
he
Where's
gets
my
this
team going?
inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On play action, Haskins. It's complete to Watt. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. Now Haskins.
Bro, I knew you were going there.
Zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Quiet now.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
You're a liar. You are an effing liar.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Bro, I don't want to hear it.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
I bet you talking to, what's his face?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Nah. What the heck?
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
What's happening here? No.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Oh, they're annoying.
Jackson now. Steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Don't be stupid.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Should have taken a knee.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more.
They got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Having fun. Doing stuff.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I don't care.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Complete to Washington. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Sliding out of the pocket. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now a second down and 6.
Don't try.
Here's Haskins to throw.
What?
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On a quarterback, isn't it? That's what niggas be doing.
Now Haskins on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Haskins throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right.
Hey, yo,
find
this
Smith-Schuster
game
again.
is BS.
He will have a
Because I'm
Steelers
standing
first down
right
as they're
there.
able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive
as soon as
they're
you let it
working
go,
on here
that's
because
fine.
they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Flushed out right.
Yo, I'm hitting triangle.
Touchdown Steelers.
Oh my God, bro, this game must be the
Deontay Johnson.
I hit triangle all day long.
The game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I'm going to throw that hoe anyway.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
You hate him?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On first down, Dobbins. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson will return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
If you know what I mean.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the give, this is Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Take it at the 37. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Every time I do that,
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I did that with the Bengals. I was up 21-7.
Johnson will return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On 2nd and very short, Haskins flushed to his right. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
I had that whole thing covered.
Tucker with the extra point.
I didn't realize he was running until I looked
moves to
down.
17. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
You can break that in.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
That's better than trying to slide and something like that. Is it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, he's going to take another shot here. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's got some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I don't know what this dude has, honestly. I'll find out in a second. He got blown up.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
And
no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards.
And the Ravens are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. He was hot, man. Because I ran that
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did when they're clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side.